What's up, boys? How we doing? We are back, but we are not somewhere where we usually play.
We got a new place today. We got a
new friend.
We got a new friend.
Cole Sprouse.
Cole. Sprouse is with us. He's gonna try to make some cash with us, as are we.
We are playing 1, 2, 5 at this place. So it's 1, 2, and then it's 5 to come in. So it's gonna be pots are gonna get a little bigger. We also have Jello on the way.
We are riding a hot session. Let's keep it rolling. Hopefully the new venue brings some new action and a lot of cards coming our way. So wish us luck.
This hand, we look down at pocket queens, under the gun, +1. I raise it to $15, and we get a call from the player directly to my left. The big blind raises us. He 3-bets to $60, and this is a player who was extremely active at the table. He played well over half the hands. He showed down stuff like 2-7 offsuit, 3-4 offsuit, was bluffing all over the place. The biggest question, though, is whether to 4-bet him or just call. And I think I'm in between. The reason I like just calling is it keeps all of his bluffs in, which we know he is capable of having. But the reason I like 4-betting is because the player to the left of me, I don't want to give him a good price to stay in the hand. So I'm kind of torn. I end up making just a call, and the guy to my left does make the call as well. The flop comes Jack, 7, Jack, Rainbow, and the 3-better checks. I don't really feel confident betting on this board texture. I do like that there's no ace or king, but I'm going to check, and it does check through. The turn is the 8 of clubs. On this card, the small blind bets $75. I think I have a better hand than this guy, to be honest. So I'm not going anywhere. I make the call. But then the guy to my left re-raises me to 150. The old min raise. The small blind guy gets out of the way, as we expected. Now it's back onto me, and I know we're getting good odds. I know we have to call 75 to win 481. But I just don't really ever see a spot where we're good here. This is almost surely a raise for value because it's such a small raise. There's not much that we can beat that would be raising like this. So I reluctantly make the fold here, and he says good fold, which is a great sign, and he is nice enough to flip over his cards, which were 2 7s.
Just punted off like a 3 hundo. That was literally my last hand. I just told Frankie that I was going to get up, call the hideaway. We were going to move over there because they had 4 of us at the same table. Pick up ace jack of clubs. So I got to play that. We raise it. Get a call from the cutoff and the button. 3 ways to flop. Ace king, whatever. So ace king 7, rainbow. C-bet 15. Call. Turns an offsuit 6. Completes the rainbow. I bet 40. Call. Rivers the 4, something not important.
At this point, someone walked in on me in the bathroom, so I am now going to continue this analysis, as we usually do, in my non-tilted manner, a little bit after this occurred. So I check this river because I don't really think I can get 3 streets of value from worse. The guy next to me bets $75. We see a fold from the gentleman across from me. It's back onto us. This is tough because this is a small bet. This is the same guy who min-raised us for value with those pocket 7s. So I don't really think he's bluffing, and his value hands all beat me. If he bets ace 10 for value, I can beat that, maybe ace 9. But I don't know if he'd be confident to bet that multi-way on the river after I've been aggressive. So I think for those reasons, I can probably let this go. And I think the key thing here was maybe checking turn for pot control on that dry of a board, a rainbow board. But I'm a fish and a donkey. So I make the call. He flips over ace 6 offsuit. So he drills a 2-pair on us, takes us to Value Town on the river. And that is going to wrap up our fun session at this new secret place. Fun times.
Boys, we got some mixed emotions. Maximum tilt. I'm sorry. Hey, can we do something? Boys?
What do you want to do?
Little mid-roll. Rosey, give us a smile. I didn't get a single playable hand. A single one.
We lost 280 on the session, only 3 playable hands. I only really played 3 hands. Didn't go my way. A little bit of luck, a little bit of me. But we're going to the hideaway.
to run it back
we
up.
run good there, don't we, Rosie?
Yeah.
We run good there.
This hand, I pick up Queen 10 of Spades under the gun +1. I raise it up to $8. We do see a call from the hijack, the cutoff, and the big blind, who's a solid player, comes around often. I know he's an aggressive type. We see a pretty great flop. It comes 9, 10, 10, 2 clubs. Very draw heavy board. I think I could be called by such a wide range here. So when it gets checked to me, I'm obviously going to be betting here. I size to bet a little over half pot. I choose a sizing of $20. I size up because of how many draws people could have. The hijack makes the fold, the cutoff makes the fold, and the big blind makes the call. So we have Queen Jack blocked, so he could be calling with a lot of things, maybe clubs, maybe a 10. However, we see an amazing turn. It's the 9 of hearts, and the reason why this is so amazing is because if I did have ace king here, I would definitely be continuing because ace high looks great on this board. So now I feel I can bet and be called by ace high, so I just grab a bunch of chips and just, without counting it, toss in the middle, and that amount ends up being $70. And that was around a pot size bet, and we see the big blind make the call. So now I want to continue. This one is definitely going to be the sizing for value, so I size down to $100 here, looking to make the call. I think any ace high could reasonably make the call here, as ace 5 is just as good as ace king here on this board. So we do see a call from the big blind, and we win a pretty sizable pot. For this hand, we pick up pocket queens, so pretty premium here. We see a middle position player make the call, hijack make the call, and I'm definitely going to raise it here. I bumped it up to $15. The big blind calls out of position, so we might be a little strong. Hijack makes the call as well, and we go to a flop, which is 9-7-4 rainbow. So awesome flop for our hand. I bet $15. I don't have the footage because I started recording kind of late. So we see the big blind make a fold, and the middle position player makes the call as well. The turn is the Jack of Diamonds. I think it's an obvious betting spot to continue with, so I bet $40. And then something weird happens. The middle position player decides to raise me on this card to $120. So here, I actually still think I do have the best hand. I think that the Jack could give him a lot of combo draws. You know, maybe like he has like 10 Jacks, so he has a pair now. He's got a gut shot. And I'm honestly thinking about 3-betting here. I'm thinking about raising all in right now. But because this type of player who is definitely going to be putting pressure on me, I decided to just make a call. I want to keep all his bluffs in, and the only problem with that is we get the worst river possible, the ace of diamonds. So now, if he is bluffing, I'm in a lot worse spot, and we do see the middle player continue for $250. So he sizes way up here, and now I'm in a horrible, horrible spot. The diamond getting there is obviously bad for our hand. He could be check raising the turn with a lot of combinations of diamonds. I'm thinking about 7-8 of diamonds. I'm thinking about maybe 8-10 of diamonds, but that was already a straight to begin with. So, I mean, there are a lot of combinations that can beat me now. So I think this large sizing means either bluff or a very, very strong hand. And I just feel, now that I'm looking back, I shouldn't be as scared of the diamonds as I was. I think he can still be check raising as a bluff a lot of the times. And when that ace of diamonds comes, he knows that's a great card to continue on. So for that reason, I'm a little upset with myself that I end up making the fold here, as the opponent does show us a bluff and the whole table gets a lap of it, and I feel pretty embarrassed. I definitely think I should have just 3-bet the turn like I originally planned and not have to deal with a horrible spot like this. But because I didn't, I ended up making the wrong fold. So definitely a learning spot, and hopefully I'll make the better decision in the future.
In this hand, we look down at 8-7 offsuit, probably the worst hand you have seen me play on the channel. We're playing 1-3, as Jello and I could not get a seat at the 1-2 table. There was only one running. I'm in the small blind, 3 people limp. I complete for $3. Jello checks in the big blind. And this is going to be one of the first hands where 2 of the next gen poker members go at it. So I actually have the percentages for these 2, so we can see how we were doing as the hand progresses against each other. Flop comes 8-8 jack. We both flop trips. Luckily though, I check, and Jello is slow playing as well, and it checks around. The turn is a 7 of diamonds. Binkarooski. We are killing it. Jello is in trouble, and it's now time to bet. I bet $10 into a pot of 15 to try to get some money in this pot. Jello calls, and the guy next to him calls as well. The river is a queen. Rosey was already down about 280 coming into the hideaway. This is just painful. And Rosey, I decide to bet $35 on this card. Totally for value. I wish I could tell myself not to, but we do. Jello raises me to 100, as he should. The guy next to him snap jams for 255. Snap jams. And now it's back on me. I have no idea what's going on. I've played so much poker with Jello. I've played more poker with Jello than I have any other human being on the planet. I know he's not raising me as a bluff. He's raising for value. He knows the board's paired. I mean, Jello's not like a dummy here, guys. So, I mean, I think he's got a hand. I don't think it's just a straight or just an 8. I think it's something. Can I really let go of a boat? We still don't even know what the snap jammer could have. I mean, what's he snap jamming for? So how much is my full house actually worth here, guys? I make what is probably a too tight nitty fold, but it's purely based on personnel. And Jello snap calls and flips over this queen 8. So we save ourselves our whole stack after we've already been having a horrible day. Jello busts the guy to his left. I lose the minimum, and I'm still upset, but not as upset as I could be.
How's it going, guys? Just wrapped up the part 2 of this little 2-parter vlog at the Hideaway. Came into the Hideaway down about 280 from our first session at Big 5 or High 5, whatever the stupid thing is called. And we lost another 120 today at the Hideaway, bringing our total to a minus 400, tied for my worst loss ever. For a lighter note,
I actually started off the day minus 200 at the other card house that we went to. Had a good night here at the Hideaway. Was in for 200 and cashed out was 730. We went up.
I did not realize you won that much. That's pretty insane. That's it from us.
What's up, guys? I am horrible at poker. I'm horrible. New name for the channel. Horrible poker player tries playing poker. Follow me for tips on how to lose. We went even at the Hideaway. I found a way to not make money. So hope you guys learned from this video on what not to do, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.